Howdy there guys, and welcome back to Edgar TV, where today we're going to have a little tour card update for you. Now, the PDC World Championship isn't just about who lifts the World Championship. 96 players go to the Ali Pali with all different reasons and stories, and for the following players, it's not been a happy ending. They was going to Ali Pali looking for results in order to keep their PDC tour card. So, if they are to play on the tour next year, it will be Q School in January. Now, if this sort of stuff interests you, make sure you are subscribed to this channel, because I'll be talking you through who needs to do what in order to keep older tour cards, win tour cards, who's going to Q School, and who is picking them up from Q School all the way through. I'll talk you right the way into the PDC Pro Tour. But 4 players now have lost tour cards due to the opening sort of sessions of the World Championship, and there will be more. But the first ones to fall are Darren Webster, a man who's had a torrid time on the PDC Pro Tour. £6,500 he won in 2022. £16,000 he's won this year, which does include this World Championship appearance. But encouraging signs for Darren. When we look at how his tour time has been, he actually won his board in Players' Championship 28 of 30, so very recently. He got to the money round in the UK Open, £1,500. He's qualified for the World Championship. And this is one of the most annoying parts of the sport. Going back 2 months, I bet Darren Webster was thinking, maybe I just can't cut it at this standard no more. And then you get these signs and these encouragements, and it's like, well, maybe I should go to Q School then. Because he'll bypass that first stage, he'll come in Q School at stage 2, and encouraging signs for Darren Webster that will probably keep him going here. Rusty Jake, another player that will lose his tour card. He's had £41,750 over his 2 years, 17 and a quarter in year 1 and 24 this year. So same in terms of the floor money, that's been consistent. Just this year he got into the World Championship off the back of that PDPA qualifier. Again, Rusty Jake, Q School for him, but I do think he'll probably get it back. That European Q School is statistically a little bit weaker as well, which I think will help him get that card straight away. Kristofer Kachkov, another player that has lost his card, the Polish man, £4,000 on the European Tour over 2 years. I think that is the big thing that's cost him here. £18,000 in year 1. He was on for a lesser year this year, but the World Championship boosted him up to 22,000. So Kristofer Kachkov joins the players that would need to go to Q School. Now the last one, I think is a bit of a shame. Jules Vonger. Now, Jules Vonger has played really well this year. He's earned £37,250, qualified for the World Championship, been playing very good darts on the European Tour and the Pro Tours, and now has got questions to answer. Does he go back and play on the CDC and sort of dominate that tour and look at going down the road that other players are going? Like Jeff Smith deciding to go and stay back in Canada now and try and qualify via those routes. But for Jules, it was all about that first year, just £8,750. 81% of his prize money was made this year, showing that he's more than capable of cutting it at this level and has that recent form. Would go to Q School with a little bit of reputation now after what he's been doing these last couple of months. So, question marks again here for Jules Vonger. But one thing we don't have a question mark over is his PDC tour card status. That one has now expired. He needs to go get a new one. And by new one, I mean he could have a continuation. So he could lose his card now, go to Q School and defend it, but he'll defend it and get that card back at 0. So anyone who loses their card and wins it back gets all their money reset, which is why the Radek Skagansky game with Marco Cantelé is really interesting, because if Marco Cantelé beats Skagansky, Skagansky loses his tour card and loses his provisional world match play place because he'll get zeroed. Another player that's having a much better second year than the first. It's a brutal, brutal system, and it's hard to navigate, but don't worry, I've got your back. Just subscribe to the TV, I'll talk you through it. And there are players as well, such as Mervyn King, who needs other results to go his way. He could end up losing his tour card. We'll keep you up to date with all those different possibilities right here on Edgar TV. And I'll catch you very soon for another episode of Edgar TV. Edgar TV.